welcome back, friends. It's another episode of the What Is My Life podcast. It's episode 9. We haven't tricked you all. We've come back for 9 episodes in this season, so count your blessings. Thank your lucky stars. We're here another day. As per usual, let's introduce ourselves and do a little minty health check. How are things going? Okay, I'll go first. It's me, your hostess with the mostest, Amira. Mental health, down bad. Next.
Next is crazy. Hey y'all, it's Courtney. I'm just, it's that time of the month and I'm ready to tap out.
Real. I think we're having a collective meltdown. I too am over it. Marina here. But we just pushing through, baby, because that's really the only option I got. I mean, I got other options, but I ain't gonna take those. So we just gonna push through. Just see this shit through every day. Yep.
Well, I'm not part of that collective. I'm feeling great. Feeling
That's
grand.
good.
It's amazing.
I love that for you. You
Yeah,
deserve.
I feel
Bring
great.
the
I
sunshine.
just, yeah. I just got off the stew last night. So I'm on cloud nine. Y'all go to the studio. And, oh, this is also Tasia. Hey, y'all. Oh,
Uh,
shit.
Perfect. Well, it's Narisha. I'm doing well can be, as well.
Love
And
that.
yeah, we're back for another episode.
Woo, the people. Yeah, this is cool.
Well, I'm glad. I, you know,
If you show us
this episode is not, this episode isn't going to be a struggle. It may be a struggle to listen because we're talking about a lot of things today. Um, but you will be affirmed at the end of this episode. It is my hope and prayer that you affirm us because
Thank you. Yeah, we need it.
we definitely need it.
Well,
Okay, so
isn't
let's
you
get
was
on with the
sharing a
show.
what is my life moment? I mean,
I
apparently
am.
it's a lot going on.
Yeah. So my what is my life moment is me being what do you call it?
dismissed.
Vulnerable?
Sure.
Sure. Just putting my business out in the streets, as somebody's black mama would say. I was fired from my gig, guys. Long story short, I stood up for myself, and instead of the leadership being receiving of that information and saying, what can we do to keep an employee that is busting her ass for our students? They in turn fired me, said it was for my performance, but then said I was rehireable. That is my what is my life moment. And I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Initially, I was like sad for maybe 6 hours. And then I was like, well, got to keep pushing. Now that delusion is over with, I'm back to being sad and upset. And a little tiny bit defeated. Part of it is more so as a millennial overachiever. I just feel disappointed in myself, even though this was like not something that I did, but I just feel disappointed in myself. Right. But I also feel sad and disappointed in the fact of like kind of similar themes of what we talked about in Sinners about like the whole concept of freedom, the whole idea of like what it means to show up as a black woman and what the consequences often of that, like often comes from that. I chose to show up as myself, and that obviously was not received. And when I questioned why that wasn't received, I was basically fired. And so I just feel a lot of ways about that, but that is a very real example of what happens every day to black women, to black people, but especially black women in the world. And that also feels disheartening because no matter how much I try or pray or beg or whatever the case is. You know, the situation is what it is. Not to get you listeners down, like, girlies, there's so much going on in the world. I don't want you to be sad for me or sad in general. I just want you to understand. I just wanted to share that was my What Is My Life moment, because it was also like, in true What Is My Life fashion, it was also a lot of jokes after I got fired. We cracked a lot of jokes and wasn't a damn thing funny. But you have to laugh to keep from crying. So I want you kids to know that if you too are a fired baddie, join the club. It's okay. I'm grateful and blessed that past me looked out for future me, because I just went back to massaging. And as much as I love massage, it's a lot of hard work. And I just am like not interested in working that hard. Like, you know. So there's that. Any questions, comments, concerns before we move on? That was a really long What Is My Life moment.
The fact that you're saying question, comments, concerns is crazy.
It was not long.
I guess comment, and this is our podcast, it can be as long as we want it to be, is just to also like keep in context what's happening politically, right? Of course we can't ignore it, but 2 years ago somebody may have said, oh my God, thank you for the feedback, we would love to improve. Right now the bigots are bigoting. And they have no reason
It's coming out.
Exactly. They have no reason to hide behind what the university says should be done with their DEI. That doesn't exist anymore, right? So as you said that this isn't your, I recognize that this isn't necessarily due to your fault. Like, this is bigger shit happening, If we don't like this black person, we can get rid of them with no consequence right now. The law itself is like pish posh kabosh,
No, for real.
So when it comes to hiring practices, I think it's important for us or anybody else who's going through that similar thing. I'm not telling you to live in fear, right? But just to understand that we're working in a way different climate, baby. Way different climate. Women's rights, black people's rights, queer rights, disabled people's rights, all those things don't matter anymore. And even if you file a complaint, scream to the gods, to the heavens, like, you really just going to be talking to yourself.
Right, you're at the mercy of whatever they decide your time and energy and suffering is worth, basically.
Just move accordingly. Again, that's not a note to move in fear, because I don't believe in that. I believe that you should stand 10 toes down and be who you are. And we've already had this conversation, but just be patient, man. Just be patient. It's gonna work or it ain't gonna work. And either way, it's gonna work. So have fun while you're here. Hell. That's all I got.
Excellent.
Spoken.
Keep your motherfucking head up. Oh, my bad.
Oh, yeah. Chin up. Definitely. Chin up.
Keep your motherfucking head up.
Got to. You got to.
I was saying this message is given to you by me also in the trenches. So I literally spent all day in it today. And here I am on the podcast mic talking about be patient. Stay up. Like, nigga, like, it's going to work or it's not going to work. And either way, it's going to work. So.
And it's so much easier said than done, as our sister is literally preaching to us about just like, the feels and just the state of the world right now. It's just like, yeah, I could tell you to keep your head up. I could tell you to be patient. I could tell you that everything gonna be all right. But this shit, yeah.
Is it?
In the moment.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it is. Or it's not. But either way, it is.
But either way, it is. Right.
That's it.
Right.
What is it? You gonna fold? You gonna fold? Y'all gonna fold? We gonna fold? I ain't folding.
I'm gonna crease a little bit, but then not straight.
I'm a dent.
I'm gonna look worn in. I'm here, ain't I?
No, I'm folding like origami.
What y'all did?
Fold me up. Gang signs, like,
You ain't gonna break.
no, I ain't gonna break, but I am gonna fold.
That's good. That's good card stock. You're not gonna, you good card stock. You can fold up a little bit and come. That's good paper.
Oh, y'all are hilarious.
I'm gonna crease a little bit, but I ain't gonna fold. You ain't gonna set me down. You ain't gonna just crush me.
Oh man,
Absolutely
the origami is killing me.
It's the truth. Like what? I just.
What are you?
As I'm telling you.
What we folded you into?
Or is it giving fortune teller?
Oh
No, it's giving
boats.
No, we're done with fortunes. It's giving cranes in the sky.
Oh, Crane.
Let's talk about how she was right. It's nothing you can do.
She was a crane. Yup.
Might as well put her credit card up.
She was a crane. Yup.
Is that the title of the episode? She was a crane.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because what the hell? What the heliante? Like, that's on repeat in my brain every day. Because seriously, what the hell?
Yeah. But
Speaking of what the hell.
define your worth, period. Then people do not define who you are, your worth, none of that.
No, and I just talked to my mom about this. You know, guys, I know all these things, and I'm sure all of you listening know all these things about yourselves to be true as well. But sometimes you get to a point where it's like, okay, like, I know this, but like, why do I have to put up with this? Like, what's that Cardi B? What is the reason? Yeah. What is the reason? Like, and I already told Courtney earlier today, hey, being a good person and living in integrity, I think I might be in my villain era now. At this point, I will not be out niggered by my man. I'm gonna have to go to the dark side now. I've had enough. I had enough.
If you're listening to this, I'm searching for a pay pig. Unrelated. Also, keep in context. I just seen this pregnant lady with a husband. Guy said 2K, but no, anyway, separate conversation. Keep in context, right? Our hormones fluctuate every month, right?
Every week.
So every week, actually, yes.
Yeah.
But they get unbearable every few months, right? So taking that into context too is like, shit just feel heavier than it do. Like, because we've been through some storms, my boy, some real storms.
If you're a bitch like me with PCOS, I'm living in delusion. You feel me? I know these people is calling my phone. My phone is blown up every day. They are looking for their money.
And I'm like,
I might answer to see if they got any leads. Do y'all
hire it?
Since you're so concerned about where it's gonna come from, well, help me look for it then.
Can I watch stars or something?
Put somebody on the case that's gonna help me out, or stop calling me. You holding it up right now. I'm missing calls because I'm on the phone with you.
I'm trying to get this money, and you trying to get my money. We on the same thing.
You don't hear these Instacart notifications going off in the background.
We on the same
Check
thing.
on these trips. Oh God. Prayers
Lord
up, man.
Jesus.
This job market, man, it's tough out here, and they doing stuff to people on purpose. I feel like, because it wasn't but 2 years ago, folks was sneezing and jobs was falling out the sky.
Man.
Did y'all see that post of that black pilot who said he can't get no job? Pilots,
Yeah.
A pilot.
Imagine that. They're playing big games, and they have a shortage of pilots.
Mm-hmm. And he's doing shit like, can you be here in Hawaii in 24 hours? He's like, yeah. And they're like,
oh, that's fucked up.
They don't want to give him that $18,000 for that trip. It's crazy.
It's starting to sound like no N-words allowed. That's what it's giving.
Starting.
It's not just...
No, it's starting like that meme said, I couldn't find a job, so I became an entrepreneur.
That shit ain't easy either.
You're losing me.
And that's where you gotta take a hard...
I already fell off. As soon as Tasia started talking, I literally hopped off the bus.
That crane started flapping her wings.
I literally just watched a video of myself, a memory from probably like, 4 years ago. It was like, I quit my job in 2020, and, I was trying to figure out how to make it past the next month. I always say this, right? Because I do think that things tend to work out whether we know they are or not. And I do have faith that they are, because they always do. It's just sometimes I just get real like, what's happening?
But it's like, why do I have to get there? Why do you have to get there?
I don't know.
Because it's the journey.
Another video about how that, how people be like, our parents be like, we don't owe y'all nothing. That little boy was like, yes, you do. You brought my broke ass. You brought me into this broke ass situation. Yes, you do owe me something.
I'm fortunate that, my daddy acted like that, but my mama never told me that. I think that's true. We do owe each other something. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm so grateful my parents never said that. And even if they fix their mouth to say that, you're wrong, baby. You owe me the goddamn world. Thankfully, Latifah believes that, like, I deserve the world and does her best. But even if she didn't think that, I still be blowing up her line.
The book can go one way or
the payment is due.
The book can go one or two ways.
Okay. And you signed up a lifetime contract. This don't end 18.
Sorry, Bookie.
That's not
Unless awesome,
For lifers.
Never mind.
Not for lifers.
Really dark joke.
I mean, and even if she did leave me, you're working in the afterlife, mama. Get to work. Get your boots on the
clock
ground.
in.
Clock in. I'm crying in the midnight hour. Wake up.
comfort me.
Problem, bro. I need dollar bills, not prayers and
Right.
all that.
Right. I don't need a sign. I need a dollar sign. Don't send me a sign. Send me a dollar sign.
With my hand out.
But what did you just say earlier about the other stuff in your life, Amira? You have to be bold. Get bold. You know, get bold.
That's what I'm saying.
With what you asking for. Get really bold and see.
Well, and I've said that. I said that to Marina. I said, this is my first go round legitimately putting my pussy on the table. So it's going to take a lot more practice and me saying it a lot more and doing it a lot more in order for it to really stick. But I'm working on it because I've had enough. I'm tired of being Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah,
I've had enough.
I see another video of this lady talking about she operates with the audacity of a white man, and they would literally be unqualified, unprepared, uneducated,
And think they got the job.
No, not just any white man. I'm starting to move around. I'm going to learn to move around with the confidence of a white boomer.
a white boomer.
Yeah. Yeah. You owe me. I deserve this. It's mine.
That's my birthright.
An elderly, stank ass male white boomer.
Ooh.
That's how I'm going to start moving around.
Not unshowered. Not he worked out
Sorry.
before working.
Yeah.
Amen.
I just golfed. Balls is sweaty. Yeah.
Here, no.
Yeah.
And do.
That's really
The things that I've seen.
Sick.
My body is on your body. What?
Why you ain't? Never
sitting
mind.
there like I'm just gonna wipe this down really quick. I'm just gonna take a towel to this.
I'm gonna
area.
tell you what. If somebody ever pulls some funny stuff, the civil suit, whatever little coins they think they have tucked away, you can confiscate that in civil court for something like that. I'm just saying,
No, seriously.
folks be doing crazy stuff with massage therapists.
They do. But we gonna pray a protection of our sister. Okay.
Right. Oh my God, how did we get here? Are we done introducing ourselves?
Yes.
Literally, we've been introduced. Can we get into real quick just shit you should know? Courtney, if you feel up to it, if you and your uterus
you're
feel
here.
up to sharing what the fuck is going on in the world, our resident political advisor.
Our political science. Our political.
No.
Just
Our resident
regurgitate the
political
shit you
advisor.
talked about at work.
And I'm sick of it, Grandpa. Man, honestly, this ICE snatching up the mayor shit, bro, that I didn't even bother to look into this even more beyond the headlines because what in the fuck do you mean you fucking arrested a mayor because they were at the protest or what they did, y'all?
I mean, they arrested a judge the other week here. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and she done been indicted and everything. It's really just like there's so much. Unprecedented is such an awful word, and I'm pissed off. Like I'm so over it, but like everything is unprecedented.
No, we're
Right
done.
now.
It's
I don't
done now.
agree.
I think that we have to just. It's done now. The
I don't agree.
attempted like the takeover, quote unquote, the attempted takeover of the government is it's happening in front of our eyes right now.
Yeah, it is.
When you start using the federal armed forces to go after the judiciary, this is not just in a vacuum. This is after statements have been made insinuating that the judiciary has no place to check the executive branch. We're in the bad thing. It might not be rockets, red glare, and all that stuff going on just yet. Here.
Emphasis on yet.
Here. But it's not serious. Otherwise, we wouldn't be. I mean, when have you ever heard of a judge getting arrested? Even if they did something wrong, even if they actual DUI situation, whatever, them actually getting arrested and not turning themselves in under the cover of night.
yeah, there's also ISIS snatching actual American citizens. It's literally, I think, did they say martial law was instated? You can do whatever you want with no consequence, basically. And again, I say, I'm not living in fear, right? But just move mindfully. You feel me? Move mindfully. Me personally, in this era, I'm not risking my freedom at a protest. Me, not right now.
Yeah.
Were you talking about habeas corpus, Marina?
What you mean? I don't know what that is.
That they said
with
you
but they're
said martial
enacting
law,
or
but
like they're
I think you're talking about
yeah,
habeas
I don't think it's
corpus.
martial law. Yeah.
No,
Due
I was looking at
process. It's due process.
this is a separate thing. The man that be like, we got some breaking news. The video was like from literally like 2 months ago, and he was saying like President Trump enacted martial law, but I thought martial law was something different than what he explained it as. But again, don't quote me. I'm not a political science major.
Well, I mean, Trump, he's pulling out the ancient texts. We've been talking about the Alien and Sedition Acts of 17 blah 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 blah. Like we're oh God.
And I'm about to get like Aslan. Don't quote the dark magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written. I've just really had enough. Really had enough. And honestly, I feel horrible by feeling unfazed isn't really the right word, because I'm not unfazed. But I am unmoved. Does that make sense?
Is it numb?
I'm not numb, but I don't feel like everything that's happening is unprecedented. Like, even with the whole discourse of like, oh my God, this is fascism. Like, well, this government has always been kind of fascist, but now it's just they're saying the quiet part out loud, and now everyone's spooked. And it's like, well, this government has been violent. This government has been doing the things it's currently doing, but now they're doing them in the light of day. And now you guys are scared, but everybody else has been scared.
I think it's
that.
If you pay attention to what's happening in the world, you realize that if it can happen over there, it can happen over here. So I think it gives you less shock when you see it happen. It doesn't make it any less messed up, but it gives you less like, oh my God, I can't believe. Like, I ain't felt that in a long time.
Right.
Oh God,
And it's also a vicious cycle. Yeah, because it's on one hand, it's like, oh, well, what do you want me to do about that? Like, I have to make this money by tomorrow. I have to pay these bills. I have to keep myself housed and fed and keep myself not being snatched up by ICE. Like, I have to keep myself and my community, the community that I'm accountable to, safe. What do you want me to do about what's going on at large? Especially
Wait, say that again, Marina.
we did our part. Black women, we did what we.
I don't know. I don't know what y'all talking about, but I'm glad y'all talking about it though, because
That is okay. In short, Black women have been quote unquote saving the world for generations. We take on the mothering roles. We take on the taking care of the household. We do the civic duties. We go get our educations. You know, we teach the babies. We care for we have done what we're supposed to do. So now I don't feel guilty for saying, hey, y'all figured it out. Me and my people over here, we're gonna figure it out, right? We're gonna worry about us. Not it's like fuck the rest of the world, what's happening in the world, because I think it's still important. You know, what's happening in Gaza, Sudan, all those places are very much so still important. But I have to operate within my sphere of control. I have to operate within my sphere of support. And I got to put my mask on first, okay? So if my mask not on, I can't help nobody with anything anyway. And my mask is very much so dangling off my face right now. Okay.
I think they talk about, I saw this post, which probably a couple months ago or a couple years ago even would have made me feel really bad about myself. But I looked at it and was like, yeah, you're right. Moving on. I don't really remember the exact wording, but it basically was just like, revolution is going to require sacrifice and inconvenience. And a lot of people are basically unwilling to do that for true liberation. And I was like, that's true. And you're right, because I have already tried to sacrifice liberation for myself, right? Like the example of me standing up for myself against oppressive systems at work, against microaggressions, all those things at work. And then I, in turn, reaped the repercussions of that. I was fired. My livelihood, I have to eat. I have to keep a house over my head. So it's like, you want me to do that on a grander scale for everybody else, and I'm still trying to figure that out for myself. I don't have nothing else. I don't have nothing else to give.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
I think it's also a push and pull. I'm gonna shut up because we're gonna stay here forever. We get shit to talk about.
That's true.
It's also a push and pull, right? Like sometimes you do gotta make a sacrifice. Sometimes you gotta put yourself first, Lucius. That's what I think. I also, it's very easy. As somebody who was heavy into doing the work and campaigning and protesting and all these kind of things, that shit will fatigue so fast, make you sick, drive you crazy, because it's like you can't, there is no amount of effort you could put in to solve all the problems, right?
Right, not one person.
No, absolutely not. And as much, you can do as much convincing and talking to the people that are, around you, but you can literally only do so much. So
No, you can
I'm
only
okay
do
with
what you can do.
sacrifice here, and then I also am okay with, I gotta put my mask on first over here, right? I'm not at Target no more, right? But if I need something fast and it's on sale on Amazon, I'm probably gonna push that button in my cart. Not gonna hold you, right? But I'm not gonna go massively producing and buying and supporting that corporation. Is that making a difference? Probably not, because you're still supporting the monster whatever way. But whatever. As I said, some places I'm a pull, some places I'm a push. But that's just me. It's my personal politics.
Period. Okay, anything else in this shit we should know, Core, outside of ISIS snatching everybody and their mama, literally?
Well, take your, if you have Touch ID or Face ID on your phones, turn the bitches off. If you're at border towns,
Is this like in general turn it off, or turn it off in certain places?
turn it
Well,
off,
if you live
especially when you're
within-
traveling.
If you live within 100 miles of the United States border in any direction, you can be subject to
Oh, Scrimmy, is that me? Because I live in Arizona.
It is.
immigration.
You should turn it off.
Wisconsin too, because it can't
Wait,
the
repeat
Canadian
that?
border.
Where's this coming from? Where's the source?
This here. Let me tell you why. Because you remember when ICE like a month ago, a journalist said something crazy about Trump, and they didn't let him in the United States. They were ICE, not ICE, Homeland Security, whoever's at the airport. Shit, the Border Patrol, U.S. Customs. They don't need cause to search your phone and to search your things. So they were just taking folks' phone if they have Touch ID, Face ID. They were just putting your face up to it. You can tell them no, but then you'll also be detained for X amount of hours just because they can. So they was just taking niggas' phones and telling them to do it if they, if you weren't
Felt
objecting.
like you were suspicious or whatever.
Yeah. So it's like also in border towns, same thing. If you're traveling in border cities or you're close to border towns, like Nyrisha said, that is Canada. I mean, that's Wisconsin because of Canada. That's Texas, Arizona, Mexico. Be careful because customs is in all over there too, and they're snatching up United States citizens. So take all that shit off. I am a proponent of Face ID, honey, and I turn my shit off.
Me and my tenant ain't never had it on.
And if you're in those, if you want to go to Tijuana for some tacos, bring a flip phone. Take a flip phone. Take a burner.
Keep your 2 feet in the United States unless you're ready for that process.
Wow.
And it could be all day.
We ain't giving y'all professional advice, okay?
It's just our pick. This is just our.
No, we're not immigration attorneys. Ain't that what we're supposed to say? But we're telling people to be safe and don't talk to the goddamn police. Why are you getting in these interrogation rooms, giving these people your life story? Shut your ass up.
Say no. Ask for an attorney.
They are pleading to be
That's
free.
it.
Maybe empathy will free me.
No, baby, you're gonna get suckered.
No,
You're going to get.
You're going to jail.
Eating your cousin's son.
Sorry, this is not funny.
No, it's not. I'm sorry. See, this is what Amira was saying earlier. Everything is not a joke.
Shit.
What he said, he said, y'all, I just think I just shit myself.
Y'all smell that?
Well, and guess what I'm gonna do if y'all call yourselves detaining me? Oh, we all gonna be detained up in here.
I'm a gorilla in a fucking coop.
I'm about to lose it.
Who is you?
Oh God! Please, man. Have a plan. Share your flight information with people so people know if you didn't come off the plane. And keep your wits about you. For real.
I know everybody likes to be private and low key, but I don't know. All of my favorite bitches have my location. Okay,
Listen,
I don't give a damn.
This share with about 13 people. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
Yeah.
One of y'all see me floating off into the
Into the ethers.
And be like, what the
To
hell?
the island. Like, why? I text somebody like, why are you in the water? Y'all know I be checking locations at period. I said, why are you in the water?
Marina checks up on her Sims
you
from
can't
time to
swim.
time.
Right. I'm on a boat.
locations. Now, what if they're looking for one of y'all? And I'm like, well,
Okay,
a
so
location.
that was on a TV show where they literally was like, "Where this nigga at?" and they pulled their phone up and seen it. So
Found him.
you know, but I
Which
don't
goes
have
back to
ID,
the
so you're not gonna
Face
just-
ID and Touch ID,
I
exactly.
ain't got none of that shit on. Okay, so you gonna have to guess my password.
Catch me if you can. I'm throwing that bitch in the water.
I'm not going to say anything I'm going to do on the record, but I am a huge fan of the concept of malicious compliance.
I don't even know what that means, but it sounds scary.
Yep.
Oh, let me look it up so I don't fuck up the definition. Hold on.
Well, while you're looking it up, my plan is it's gonna give Ring the Alarm Beyonce, okay? That's what it's gonna give.
I'm going to give y'all a Broadway performance up in this piece.
You're gonna wish you picked a different bitch.
Yeah, I'm going crazy.
I'm singing Dream Girl songs.
And you.
You shouldn't fuck with me.
Okay, malicious compliance is the behavior of strictly following the orders of a superior despite knowing that compliance with the orders will have an unintended or negative result. It usually implies following an order in such a way that ignores or otherwise undermines the order's intent, but follows it to the letter. It can
That's
also
right.
describe a willful act of regulatory interference. For example, when a corporation releases a complaint, but but inferior version of a product in response to new legislation. So basically, I'm gonna do exactly what you tell me to do.
This
Sit
is
your
an
phone
order.
down. You gonna sit on your butt with your phone?
You just gave me a motherfucking order.
I'm going
gonna
to
shoot
do
you.
exactly what you told me to do.
You said unlock your phone, man. Why do you have your keys? You said unlock. Don't you?
I need a screwdriver to open it.
Ma'am, where's your phone? It's in my ass cheeks.
Shoot it out, boot it.
Do you want to?
I don't think you want to know that there. I don't think you want to.
If I tell you where my phone is at, officer, you're gonna get upset. It's up my ass. I'm not playing with these people. You want to ruin my motherfucking vacation?
That I paid for?
Now you already got to talk to TSA, the board, the gate agent, all these people. Now I have to actually speak to ICE. You worthless federal agents. I have to waste my breath speaking to you when y'all can't even catch guns in the airport.
Mind you, y'all didn't even exist before 9/11.
Hell, we didn't even have to go through security before 9/11, did we? We had to go through all these strip searches. And then it also don't make sense because if I get TSA pre-check, I can just skip all that. I can go through it, but like,
Yeah, we have TSA pre-check.
why
All
are
for
we
a little.
taking-
All
why
you
are
did
we
was a
taking
little
our
fingerprint.
belts off and my
They
shoes?
finna take away the impact of pre-check if they keep these.
Yeah, we're
all
moving
these
up to global
unnecessary checks. That's what I told you.
Oh yeah,
There's
my
no
mama
way
has
y'all
global
can-
entry.
Y'all got to get it. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, we got to get it before we go to Portugal because there's no way.
Oh, I got y'all going there. You're not gonna talk about these South Africans?
Oh,
What is there to say?
Oh my goodness. That's a lot.
Now
They
South
need to go back
Africa.
to where they came from, which is actually the Netherlands. They're Dutch.
Well,
Yikes. Okay. Well, let's move on to music make you lose control. Music make you lose control. Let's go. I did a dance routine to that with my cousins, and we all had on white K Swiss for part of our outfit. I just want to let that be.
that's
We need that.
history.
And that's a Black history.
Listen,
I love it.
I did that dance. I danced to that too at the rave.
We did it at a family reunion.
Classic childhood.
We had on spray painted T-shirts,
What did we just say
joggers,
last
and
week
white K
about,
Swiss.
about African Americans in a showcase?
We love them.
We're
We
going to
love
put on a
putting kids-
talent show.
It ain't even got to be a whole production. It literally starts as do the dance for your TTs. That's the beginning. And it's like she need to do it at a church program. And then we doing it at the revival. So and then we doing it at the family reunion. It just keeps going and going.
Natural performers.
I'm gonna celebrate that because that
Truly.
means that we pour into our babies. Okay,
That's
we
true.
say this one is talented. Give her a platform.
The
Okay.
only thing I will say is that I saw people saying online that the babies are reading off the paper for their Easter speeches now.
Oh,
I was off the book. I was told everything was off book.
I was told to
And-
memorize line for
And
line,
that's
bar
a
for
standard
bar.
that we certainly need to bring back if that's what's happening in the church.
I know I'm talking about
I
Give me
don't
that
know.
paper.
the babies are a little less literate. The adults
Yikes.
are a little less literate.
We gonna work on that though. We gonna get it right. I promise. Somehow, some way.
Because I'm letting you know, my kids will be doing a book
not the
report.
children. If you,
Hand it to
if
your
you
TT.
think I'm watching your child will be over here
Hooked on
doing research with these encyclopedias I'm finna pick up. I'm not
When they don't want to listen to me.
dealing
Put
with
them books in your
ignorant
arm.
children.
Let me tell you something, because when we had the boys last year, we lock iPads on educational games. You don't want your iPad anymore because you have to get through this educational game? Well, guess what? I have workbooks, nigga. Do your letters and your fucking numbers. Don't play with me. And we could go outside if you really want to play.
And
The
please don't
millennials
tell
are
me
no
you're bored.
joke, baby. The millennials
Please
are no
don't.
joke.
Please don't tell me you bored.
Yeah, strict households around here.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Speaking
Okay,
of
music
strict,
moment.
just kidding.
So are we going in any particular order? Do we have an order, or should I just?
Jacob Lattimore. Okay, let me not get
The
ahead.
world premiere lasts.
Okay,
Yeah.
world premiere is last. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then you can do short segments. You know.
Okay, well, the first 3 songs are low key me. So,
I like your third one, by the way. I really love your third one.
thank you. I'm a big fan of him. Like, I'm kind of obsessed with him a little bit.
Thanks.
He's good.
He could,
But these first 3 are me. It's just what I've been listening to lately. A little bit on that, and I'm still listening to the Kendrick album on repeat. Eek. But these 3 songs have made it into the rotation.
Okay.
Okay. Period. And
You
that's
wanna give us
starting
some
with the
background?
Meg song, right?
Yeah, starting with the Meg song because she fucking snapped.
I don't know if you got.
Do y'all got audio?
I don't know.
I don't
Push play. Well, she didn't push play yet.
Okay, you
But
name,
you can see it- but
say
you
the
can see the
name,
screen,
the
right?
title of the song.
Yeah, I see the screen.
Okay.
Oh, the first song is called Whenever by Meg the motherfucking Stallion, the one and the only, the H-Town hottie.
Praise of
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, you
Still
right
no
on
sound.
here. Yeah, I hear nothing. Dang.
Yikes.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap it for y'all. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh wow! So wait, for real, y'all can't hear it?
No,
No, I don't
ma'am.
hear nothing.
Hold on a second.
You gotta turn volume on your whatever the thing is, probably.
Hold on to your love.
Speaking of Meg, she getting dragged into some bullshit that ain't got nothing to do with her right now.
Why? What'd she do?
Girl,
What
Because
happened?
that leprechaun got stabbed for
No.
something he
14
did in
songs.
prison, no doubt.
Tory Lanez got stabbed, and I think somebody is walking back who shot Megan now, but they're like putting her picture up there unnecessarily every time we talk about him. It's just
It's all a distraction.
not needed.
So annoying.
It's nothing real.
So annoying. So nasty. So rude. Like,
It's
you
really
niggas
because
are
they trying to
miserable.
blame her, saying
Try
he
a
wouldn't be
different version of the
stabbed.
Try a different link, maybe. Let's see
I
how
mean,
they'll-
even
they'll
if
view that.
somebody was trying to avenge Meg, like, so what?
It don't got nothing to do with her.
Yeah, that's what happens when you shoot people unwarranted. There are consequences. Now you're in jail. Now you're getting poked up.
The mirror.
I seen this one headline
Well,
that said,
Well, it's a I know a surefire way to stay out of jail.
Don't
Okay.
shoot people.
Not going. That's the biggest way I can think of to stay out of jail. It's not to do something to go to jail. Unless, of course, you're wrongfully detained, which is
Really
not the
just
case in
don't get
Tory
caught.
Lane's place.
Because most of us have done something that can land us in jail, but just don't get caught. Don't be stupid.
Ticketed at
Maybe
worst.
not- Maybe not.
Ticketed at
Yeah,
worst.
ticketed at fined at worst.
Rita.
Reach. This says your browser needs screen sharing permission.
But she got
I am living in a self-imposed technological hell
Yeah, you're in a bad place, mama.
by this company.
you want me to try Reach?
This no, I can do it. It's just
Okay.
that I can't do it in the browser that I had everything set up in. So all my work,
yeah.
my pre-work, is not carrying.
It's
over.
gone to hell,
We're
huh?
gonna, we're gonna listen to Meg. We're going to get these vibes right. We're gonna do it right, and everybody will be dancing, and we will be doing it right.
So how are we gonna hear the world premiere?
It's coming. She got it.
No, no, no.
I'm so excited.
Okay, all right, here we go.
Me too.
Hey, 24 hours in a day, and the first thing y'all hoes do is start hating. Couldn't be me, I'm about my breach, in my sleep getting paid. One bitch, two bitch, three bitch, four. Wanna fight me over my hoe? Hey, once he taste this pussy, you might as well let that go. He feeling a pimp, he know bitches still in the drip. He know that these niggas gon' hate. He know that you want him cause you know he fucking with me. And bitch, he ain't taking the bait. Make no mistake, just as I'm cute in this bitch, don't mean I won't run in your shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something controversial.
Oh, me too.
Can't wait.
Teacher and I have the same.
I'm gonna say something controversial. I wasn't a big fan of this one.
Oh, that's not controversial.
I wasn't.
You gotta support everything somebody do.
I love
Yeah.
Meg. But
Because
definitely motivational on a treadmill, type
it
thing.
is. That's why it's hitting right now. I wasn't when she came out with what's that song? It's her. I hated it. I wanted it off. Stop singing that shit. I hated that song.
And this pussy depressed.
Yeah, I was low key like, hey girl, I understand you. I know that you needed to release that in the booth, but
I like that one. See, that's how you know everybody different, bro. For real, everybody different. I thought that one was
But I've been in my workout bag, so that's why this one has been
because
on
she was being mad vulnerable on that record though, for real.
Yes, appreciate the messaging. The delivery was ass.
Okay,
Personal opinion.
Fair.
It's like you go to poetry slam and you be like, this would be if you knew how to deliver and then you put your inflections in the right place. This would be a really cool poem. But now you're doing the most.
Right, when the hand motions start coming out.
And you're putting influx on every single word, and that's not how this should be delivered, and you're losing me. Great context. Great content. Poor delivery.
Okay. Who's next?
Period.
What's the next one?
I believe we are transitioning
The Coco
to
Jones, John.
Another Coco Jones record. I like this album. I'm gonna be honest. I like this album.
There are a few songs I saved from this album. This is an R&B household, especially a sexy song household. We love baby making music here, and I just really enjoyed this. And I believe this is the record that she also sampled Luther a little bit.
Okay.
So I appreciated it.
What's it called?
Let's see what it's giving.
AEOMG.
A B C D E F G.
No, literally.
All right, come on, girl. Yo. Her man just got eliminated out the playoffs, I think. So.
Oh dang. I didn't even know she was dating anybody.
Yeah, she's with Donovan Mitchell, I believe. They're a cute couple.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
He plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, that's basketball? Yeah,
it is.
Sports ball.
I did know that was basketball. You see me?
You know what NBA player means, right?
I do know that.
Right. Okay, AEOMGLMNOP coming right up.
Oh, take the little thingy off.
Big appetite, fresh up out the shower, but it's getting filthy. Using all my vowels, legs up on the ceiling, talking about oh my god, oh my. It's never too much, never too much, never too much, never too much. Never too much, never too much, never too much, never too much. Baby, don't take it easy on me. No, I want more, so keep it coming. Cause it's never too much, never too much, never too much, never too much. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yes, Marina, I would like to see a dance number to this. Add this to my list. Thank you so much.
When she did that because at first I was like, interesting. But then when she broke that one down, I was like, oh, this is nice. I like the echoes. Cool sound. I bet that sound lit in the headphones.
Sure do.
Yeah.
I thought this was gonna be like, speaking of Meg got this song that's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
What?
Hey.
She do. She's counting.
And I'm like, I thought it was gonna be like that, like AEIOU, but this is good.
Yes, I like that part.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, keeping it
All right.
moving.
Last song is the soundtrack to how I'm putting my coochie on the table these days. This is the song I'm listening to inspire me to continue to stand on business and speak up for myself.
Period. And I mean the lyrics. I mean, they're hitting. There's truth in them for everybody, really. I mean, for me, when I say these things, I don't care if Big X the Plug wrote it or no. This is my life story. I mean, this is what's being perpetuated out here. Period.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the song title and artist again? For anybody
It's
watching on YouTube, y'all should
The
watch it.
Largest by Big X the Plug.
Period.
Love him.
Tony Coles.
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. 30K on my riches for hard times. These niggas just mad cause they bitching my archives. Jordan came back so the 4-5. If you play then you lay right there by your own kind. Pull up a 4 with a loco. Tell them run this bitch back like so-so. Got this rap shit here in the chokehold. Did a show out in Austin. Shout out to Bobo. Moved out the trenches, now look how we live. Tell my BM to furnish the crib.
Yeah. It's safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest.
Yeah, I love his voice.
Yeah.
Same.
I love a deep man voice. Truly.
He
As y'all know.
really like has fun. He has fun. He got a song that samples you know that song Boy
Clock it.
Boy
Yeah,
Boy,
like camera.
Oh boy. Yes, and it's so good. Oh, it's so good. I think
might
he
have to
know
listen
how
to
to
that.
slide on beats.
Have y'all?
He know how to
Yeah, he know how to find his pocket. Is he from? Where is he from?
Texas.
Detroit? Texas.
What
Yeah.
you say, Tasia?
I was gonna say, have y'all ever heard of the Mexican OT?
Yeah, he's a Trump supporter.
But
Oh,
Chop.
damn! That man got a nice voice too. I could listen to him all day.
rolling his R's.
Oh, he be rolling them R's so nice.
The way you
I
did
love
that
his voice.
is sending me.
He did a llama llama in pajama. Boy, he took off.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
to
he a Trump
the
supporter?
the
That's
moment we
crazy.
thought we were
Makes
going to
sense,
read
though.
y'all short stories on here.
Screaming.
Do
What
that.
short stories? Oh my god.
We need
what
to
are you
find a
talking
short story
about?
with a beat over it. Yeah.
You in this studio got you turned up.
Yeah,
It really got you.
Wait till y'all
I
hear
love this
stuff.
for you.
This I can see
I'm
why
excited.
when the first time where were we at when we went into that studio and I was like, oh, I see why niggas be on Love and Hip Hop bullshit in the studio.
No, it's
Oh,
really
Atlanta?
it's a party.
No,
Yeah.
Texas. We was in Texas.
Yeah, Houston. Yeah, that was really fun. And I was like, oh, I could see, I mean, you order some DoorDash. They doing all types of things with delivery services now. You can get anything you want to eat, any location,
free.
basically.
Even
Liquor.
more than food, you can get medicine, equipment, shit, flowers,
TVs.
all kind of stuff. Yes, electronics. You need some headphones. You can brought your headphones to the studio. Everything.
DoorDash it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm screaming.
Man. Okay, well, transitioning into more tunes. We got a long playlist this week. I know that's right. The sun is out and music is in people's hearts. I'm feeling it.
Okay, so the next one is by me. I stumbled upon this one. Excuse me, and it has a sample. Oh, yeah, this one first. Oh, girl, I'm
Oh, okay. No. I feel like
stay here. I just looked at the
Okay.
one that was highlighted and started talking. But I actually stumbled upon this one from the next song. I started the radio on Spotify. If you know Spotify, it's really that girl. It does its best. Sometimes it be tripping, but it does its best to give you songs in alignment with what you're listening to. And when I typed this next song that's playing, it just gave me back to back shit. So I'm gonna highlight these two. But this is Badu by Key Glock. The sample is very obvious. He used the Erykah Badu song. But again, I just like how he slid on this shit for real.
period. Love Glock. Glockavelli. I have not listened to this. Okay.
Houston, Texas.
Keep the bag
Yeah. Let the chopper sing like Badu. Talking this shit, I'll buy you. Water on my wrist like a bayou. BBS diamonds on my side tooth. Please, I him, don't try to. Unless you trying to die too. I'm a money making tycoon. Mr. Glock, I make my own rules. Mr. Glock finna take him to schools. Bitch thought I was Boo-Boo the fool. Did you know that I keep me some blues? Did you know that I keep me a tube? I did blick in my oversized jacket. I like my bitches real pretty and ratchet. Classy and nasty, not too dramatic. They hustle just like me with a passion. 5 in the morning, I'm sipping on red. Niggas sneak this and I'm taking off head. They hating shit, it do not get to my head. Ain't ducking no options, just ducking the feds. Young nigga fly out the evil Canada. Gang put in the chopper, sing like the Beatles. All of this ice gotta keep me a heater. Yellow diamonds on do this shit for my people.
Period.
Come on now. Yeah, I like that.
Next up, mind you, on this key clock for real, but might have to give him some spins. Next up is a song by a Milwaukee native. Actually, I think. Am I saying that right?
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
On the map. Put him on the map.
Yes, I think this also uses a sample. I haven't listened to this in a while, but I know when that came up, I literally pressed repeat like 17 times because you can do that when you're in the car by yourself. But this surprised me because he plays with this song a lot, lyrically, and also how he uses his voice. But yeah, this is again by Jacob Lattimore.
Period.
Here. Started as friends, now we in love. How did we get here? I thought we agreed to play our roles, where we move and gon' get us caught up. But we not the type to play by the rules. How about we bet it all on us? Cause in the end, baby, how can we lose? I try to fight it every time you're undressing, babe. But in the back of my mind, I swear your body make a nigga wanna bless it, babe. You know I give, and we used to misbehaving. I'm trying to slide up like the Temptations. Girl, the kitty cat is too contagious. We say this every time, but here we go again. We did it again, yeah. Oops, we did it again. We did it again, yeah. I just can't help myself.
That was cute.
This visual is frying me. I don't know.
No,
what's
but look,
it's horrible.
They
I hate
have one can. This might be AI background.
Gotta
to be
be
honest. It's gotta be AI. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this.
You watch the video, it'll fuck up a song for you.
Yes, it has fucked up the song for me. I'm looking at the video like.
Same.
I was
He was jigging.
No. It's the AI background that's killing me.
Giving me secondhand embarrassment. Like, oh my god.
No co-star. No
Watch
no love interest. He's just
him.
Ooh, he's just bopping.
On his Usher, Chris
Bopping indeed.
Solo moment.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's time.
All right,
we finna have to
the
do
moment
this
we've been
old
waiting
school.
for.
We're gonna have to do this one old school because
Okay.
the audio does not share unless it's through a tab or something like that. I don't know. Shout out to technology.
Okay.
But I'm gonna play this world premiere.
I am so excited.
I cannot wait to hear this. We're probably gonna. It's only we probably.
I
Gonna
think
let
we
the
have
whole
to play
thing
the whole
rock.
song.
The whole
we have
thing.
to play the whole
okay.
We're finna let the whole thing rock.
Please let the whole thing rock.
This is a world premiere.
Are
Yes.
you gonna put it, Reach? Are you gonna put it like through email? Because you probably play it through email, right? If you email it to yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
But I'll just put some back.
Go ahead. Yeah. So give us some background.
Yeah. So on the 13th of May, a beautiful flower was born.
Amen.
She's my best friend Kim, and we have always been talking about going to the studio to just talk our shit, get this shit off our chest. You feel me? Supposed to do it last year, but shit just be happening. So as a birthday gift, we were talking about it, and I got us a studio session, and we went in there. We talked our motherfucking shit. Okay, like let me tell you something. All day we just rapper. If you're a rapper, if you're good or bad, shout out to you. Okay, because rapping and coming up with lyrics is hard as fuck. We spent all day, but it was beautiful, and I play this shit when the sun is out, when the sun not out at night, and it's a hit. So excited for y'all to hear it. It's called 31.
I want to emphasize this is a world
Yes.
premiere.
A world premiere.
An exclusive.
This is a world premiere exclusive situation that we got going on right here. Like, this is not just some regular, we covered a song off Spotify. Like, this is never before seen or heard information.
We got a free beat off of YouTube. Shout out to Young Nick and our engineer, mixer, master, Scooter, and LSD Studios. This is a world premiere, as Sis said. Yes, enjoy. Yes.
Period. Here we
K
go.
Money and Groovy. Period.
Yo, Nick.
I never gave a damn. I never gave no fuck. You thought you took me out. Yeah, you thought the shit was tough. Little did you know I'm gon' always run this show. Now you crying, wishing you was part of this episode. I'm a jet setter, real trendsetter, straight go-getter, baby, can't do better. Don't be bringing me no mess, cause I ain't dealing with the stress. I'm a woman with the plan, and I ain't telling y'all again. Turn me up, turn me up, turn me up. Tasia, turn me up, turn me up, turn me up, turn me up. Tasia, turn me up. Posted at the table, steady snapping with precision. Groovy nails a mission. I ain't asking for permission. Open-minded, groovalicious. Every set of cold decision. Built it from the muscle, now the vision and precision. I've been that bitch. Built this shit, brick by brick. I'm so cold, never gon' quit. Slang nails like I slang dough. The baddest nail tech when I walk through the door. But it's groovy. Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up. Tasia, turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up. Tasia, turn me up.
This Miss Boss, and I approve this message.
10 Wait, he mixed this so fucking good.
Shout out to Scooter. So good, bro. He was in there.
10s across the board.
In a day.
No.
In a day.
Thank
Y'all
you.
got this when you left the studio, right? Like,
That's a 2-hour session, G.
Wow.
Went in there on straight business, bro. Talk
That's
our
it.
Period.
that's
Slanging
it.
nails like I slang dough.
Bro, the baddest when I walk, I been that bitch.
Tasia,
Period.
turn me up.
Turn me up.
You
Turn me up.
Turn me
Yeah, it did.
We just talked about this last week, how I love songs with instructions. Tell me what to do.
Y'all,
Hey,
have a
send me
full-
that. Send me that.
No, but I'm
It's
dropping
it's
it right
uploaded
now.
to the drive right now.
Oh, awesome.
It's in the drive, or Tasia can drop it in the chat. But yeah,
Yeah.
this is tough.
So much fun, y'all. We didn't have no chorus. Like, we just went
You
in
need
there, and
one.
it's the energy. You know what I mean? Because it was just like, Kim just started saying it because my verse was coming next. And she's like, turn me up. And then we was like, and he just recorded it. And then it was like, he was like, okay, y'all want to add ad-libs? Y'all, there's a part where Kim's rapping, K Money, and she say,
Come on, K. Money.
He punched you in, nigga. Y'all was in the studio going crazy.
Yeah, y'all
This
was
is
going
insane.
when she said, what she say? When she took jets, she taking jets, and then you heard that whistle. I did the whistle.
Come on, whistle. Oh my god. Yo, that is a professional. He takes his job seriously.
Scooter is awesome. He did so like, and he the baddest nail.
Yes, that I heard that. Ooh.
Cold.
How fun is that?
You gonna take us up out the hood. Love that.
Come on, man. Y'all gotta take off for real.
I'm
That's
already
it.
texting people. Okay, what do I do next? Because she said it to her friends, and they like, hey, I need to add this on my rotation.
Y'all need
No,
to
for real.
upload that
Hey,
somewhere.
all you gotta do on V100 is call in late on a Saturday. They just be playing. They be playing whatever. I don't know who's submitting them songs, but if
No,
they,
your shit about to be the next sound. It's about to be the next She Was a Fairy.
What's the show, y'all, with Mia and her friend? What's the show?
Mia.
Oh, rap shit.
Yeah, it's based off the City Girls story or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, we got K Money and Groovy.
Man, they was on that stage bullshitting at them people house. You remember that performance on the
Yes,
show?
yes.
We can
yes.
certainly get y'all booked somewhere doing something if y'all can turn it up.
It's time to do parties.
And she said she could do your nails after. Fuck is you talking about? Oh my god.
Slinging nails like I'm selling dough. Literally.
Yeah, so much
That was
fun.
so dope,
In
Tasia.
and out.
Thank you
That
for
was good.
sharing your
Yes.
art.
And I
Yes.
see why you on 10, baby. Ain't no way I'm coming down off a session
Baby, I play this shit like 22 times already. It's been playing nonstop.
like that. Period. And
The sun was out today. I'm driving, windows down. Turn me up. Taylor, turn me up. It's Groovy.
Turn my shit
No, because I was over here screaming.
up. That was good, sis. Thanks for sharing that.
Literally, I was losing my mind. Like, I was over here like in a rock concert. Like, bitch, no need for all of that. But I don't give a damn.
Turn me up. I'm turned, Tasia. I'm
I'm
turned.
turned. I'm ready to go to the club and shake my ass.
If y'all go anywhere, just drop this to the DJ.
Period.
Period.
You know how they be having it on their phone and be like, play K Money.
I'm gonna have a file.
31.
Wait, Tasia,
I'm finna get on the plane
Tasia.
and airdrop it to everybody.
Send it to Josh. Okay, so this year he's opening up for that Michigan nigga. What's his name?
Give me more context.
Oh, you
Oh.
talking
You
about
don't
the
know.
one
First day out.
T Grizzly.
Oh, yeah.
T Grizzly. Okay, so this year Josh is opening up for T Grizzly at Summerfest. Send it to him.
Yep.
Imagine.
Yep.
Send it to him.
Imagine.
Yep.
A moment.
People gonna just be sitting there drinking their drinks, not expecting them.
No, you and Kim got to get together and decide. What if somebody want to buy the song?
Put me on a
No,
remix.
and that's the thing. Like because now you know we use a free beat. So I'm like, Kim talking about okay, we got to look into the logistics of this. we gotta buy the lease for the beat, so you can use a beat, but not for profit. But then now it's like, okay, now we gotta purchase that, and then
And then it's yours.
Gigi will help you through all that.
Yep. Oh no, she did. She
Oh,
definitely
period.
sent me some.
Yeah.
Yep. What to do next? Yep.
Period.
No, get that locked down before
Before you take off.
you get that call from Lotto.
No.
Okay.
No, wait.
Girl, it might be. Listen, I'm
On a
telling
remix
you,
of this,
That's sick.
I want a Lotto or a Flo
I'm
Milli.
telling you, I
akin
heard
to
Lotto
Man.
on it immediately.
Oh wow. I
Yeah,
love her.
I hear that.
I heard
I love
Lotto
Lotto
on
as
that
well.
immediately.
Wow.
I did hear Lotto on it, but I also low key heard Flo Milli on it.
So many shit.
It's like
Let's
once
let
I got
her-
into
didn't
the
she
song,
just
I was
give
like,
birth?
actually, she did. She just gave birth, so she won't be popping her pussy nowhere for a while, but certainly call Lotto, Big Mama. Okay. Wow, I don't know how to get down off that high. That was amazing. So
You
proud
know
of
what
you,
I'm saying?
sis. I see why you're like, I'm not in that club. I'm on 10. I see why now. You turned
I would
up.
too. Got my second win after that.
I'm damn near finna download Pro Tools.
You need that healing.
We had a What Is My Life discussion today, and at this point, I'm like, we gave y'all a whole hour show without
Right.
even the What Is My Life discussion. Y'all don't need nothing else.
Give them a little something, a little taste, a little preview.
They're about to get affirmed, and we're gonna go home.
They done had their preview twice.
No, this is literally the what is my life moment. No, this is literally that. Come, let's talk. All right, next on a what is my life moment. No, what is this called? Segment.
Yeah, go ahead, Marina.
What is my life moment?
Oh, okay. I didn't know if y'all was like that. That's about that. Anyway,
No, I didn't either. I was just, you see, my name should still be semi-retired. The one time that I finally go in and adjust,
boldly.
and folks are acting real retired today.
But we'll keep
Oh
it-
God.
Everybody's acting put up.
The words have words.
Yes.
Strong.
Yeah. Y'all seen how we started this episode? Okay, we was going through it, but
It's just late.
Yeah.
It was just late. It was
yes, and it's been a long day, and life is lifing. And I think that to transition into our discussion, one of the things that helps you really get through life is people who see you, right? People who, even with a beautiful example of that, Tasia, you said you booked that studio for her because you heard that she wanted, that studio
Yeah,
session.
that was. God is good. That's all I gotta say.
Amen. So today we'll be talking about what makes you feel seen in her, and I can't remember exactly where I got this from. Again, the What Is My Life discussion is really just about breaking these different topics down and helping us navigate this thing that is life, especially in this political climate, child. But I wanted to bring up this topic, and I can't remember exactly where I got it from, but I realized lately as I've been consuming media, anytime somebody like goes the extra mile for somebody to do something that they mentioned they wanted, or somebody shows up for somebody else in a certain way, it makes me super emotional. Like, I just seen something about this mom was talking about, people were saying like, oh my God, you went through your pregnancy so well. And she talked about how her husband cooked meals for her. He gave her massages. He made sure that he handled all buying the baby things, right? Like just really just making this process of her making this child easy and simple. So it just got me thinking about what, like us having a conversation about what makes us feel seen and heard. So I guess I want to start with, what do you define as being seen? And is there a moment that comes to mind for you that really made you feel that way? And if nobody has anything, I can go first.
I'm going to be honest.
Oh, go ahead, Consuelo.
I was just going to say that, like, I actually don't really have an idea of what it feels like to truly be seen, because I've been fortunate and privileged and blessed and honored enough to have people who just see me. I do know what it looks like not to feel seen, but I don't have a ready definition of being like, this is what I need in order to feel seen. Because again,
It's a norm for you.
Yeah, it's a norm for me.
So what's missing, I guess, when you don't feel seen?
I think when people don't make an effort to understand me, or understand the reason behind my actions, that makes me feel unseen, because it's like you're not making an effort to know me or my motivations, and that feels strange. I would also probably say, and that's like something that goes across the board, romantic, friendship, professional, or otherwise. Like, if you are not asking me the questions or investigating my motivations or trying to get to understand me or understand my thought process or why I do things, like, that is a red flag to me. Of like, you are uninterested, you're not invested in me, and that's gonna make me shut down.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna head out.
I was, if somebody was interrogating me, asking me questions, I'd be like, you a op.
No, that's not it for you.
That's my own, like, I'm not understanding. No, this person is actually trying to get to know me. They're not just questioning, why I do something. So that's my own insecurity, right?
I know a few people like that. People, some people call me an op, and I'd be like, bro, I just love you. Relax.
I just have questions.
Wait, okay, so for you, Tasia, it's not somebody interrogating you. What is it that makes you feel seen then?
I think just like acts of kindness, or like, I guess the energy that I kind of give, and I see somebody else do it, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, wow, like, you came over and talked to me. I usually go over and talk to you.
Yeah.
And that's kind of cool. Or I got one of my Groovy girls clients, she made me a sandwich.
Oh.
And she brought it for me.
And she getting there hungry.
Right. And she's just like, I just made this for you. It was so good too. So, or yeah, like listening to me. Sharif does a really good job at making sure I'm seen. So I'm grateful.
That's beautiful. I love that. These are good examples, y'all. I really like that. So,
wait, Rish had one.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Rish.
I'm gonna be honest. What I was gonna say has joined the ether. I don't remember, and so, but that's okay. Because I do have some thoughts on this. I think it's a great question. Because it prompted me to just think about, like, okay, well, what does that actually look like for me? And I'm gonna be honest. I think that while it does feel nice to be seen, sometimes I have a lot of anxiety over the vulnerability needed in order to actually be seen, like perpetually, right? Like, because people change and things change and shit happens. So if you need people to see you in different places or at different states, like, you have to open yourself up to that.
Yeah.
So that's been something I'm pushing myself to do more. As far as what helps me feel seen, I think Tasia said, like, people listening to me, but it's also kind of like, I don't know. I feel like don't nobody be listening to what I be saying either. So it's like, where is what, I guess that's what makes me feel seen, when I realize like, oh, people really be listening to me, or
Correct.
people really remember what I say, or when people request your presence, like, oh, they want me to
That's
come.
nice.
I always think those things are nice, or if people ask about you and someone says, oh yeah, such and such was asking about you. So just those little mindful things, I guess that would be mindfulness or whatever. Just thinking about me, I think that makes me feel seen.
I know y'all both mentioned listening, and Amira also mentioned like putting in an effort to really get to know who I am. What does that look like? Like, do y'all want people to ask you follow-up questions, or do you want them to just sit there, shut the fuck up, and just stare at you and nod? Like, what does that
I feel like I just like natural things, natural connections.
Yes.
I think the best relationships in my life have been a result of a natural connection. That didn't mean that it was like from 0 to 60, right away. Like we were just getting into the nitty gritty on day one. I think, these type of things, like I'm not looking for a stranger to see me. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't need a stranger to look into the depths of my soul, yada yada yada, because I'm not in the market for that type of connection just off the street.
We already
But if
don't lie anyway.
Right.
So ask me
Oh,
questions.
I'm coming up with something treacherous. Cause you're pushing it, pal. But in the truth of it, if something develops over time, I think it's just, I don't know. Y'all don't be having shit in common with people and you just be vibing? I hate to say that, but it's a vibe. Like, it's just
I'm
a
gonna
vibe.
agree with that. So here's the thing. Part of me is like, and I think that's why it's been so, I don't want to say it's hard. That's not true. Why it feels challenging to develop friendships at this age and at this stage in life, because most of all of my closest friends, we've all been friends for over a decade at this point, and you've seen many iterations of me.
Many wigs.
So many wigs, many gowns, and so there isn't really much that you haven't seen. I don't feel weird or ashamed or anxious about being seen because you've already seen it. And I think I've also always been that kind of person, and I think that is the beauty of the relationships that I've developed. I think that if you weren't that kind of person when you met me, you've turned into that kind of person, at least with me, because through my actions I've given you permission to be vulnerable, because I've been vulnerable with you. But now it's like, okay, I have the squad, and so now it's hard for me to turn that part of me on, because also I was young and, the inhibitions were down, and I was, looking to create community. And now that I've cultivated the community, it's not on purpose that I'm saying.
How do you keep yourself open?
Like I'm not trying to be no new friends, but that is low key what it's giving, because I'm just like,
spooky. Shit is spooky.
This is a close knit community.
That's why I think that you really have to value, because I feel like that's not bad. Is that just the neurodivergence of it all coming through? Like, I think that having levels of,
you're not invited to the cookout over here.
Having levels of connection is okay. I have the love and care that I have in my heart for my neighbor, right, is not the same love and care that I have in my heart for you. God, like it shouldn't be. You would be a damn fool to sit up here and just pull any Tom, Dick, and Harry off the street and start revealing your innermost secrets.
That is my struggle.
I was gonna say, like, that's my struggle as well. Like, for me, it's giving either it's this or it's
nothing.
like
Dead.
Yeah, like, and not even necessarily or nothing, but like almost to nothing. It's very much so like, yeah, neighborly. Like, hey, I'll do a nice thing for you because I'm a kind person or whatever.
Take this group and put them in this box, and take this
that.
group and put them in that box, and take this group and put them over, and everybody is cool.
Would you say,
maybe I'm just lazy. I just feel I don't want to be doing all that work.
So I know, Tasia, you mentioned that you are somebody who does that. But my follow-up question was like, what does it kind of unlock in your brain to be seen or to like see people? But I'm curious for you, Tasia, does it backfire that you kind of just let the door open and see everybody, right? Like you welcome everybody, you give this energy to everybody, and this love to everybody. Does it backfire?
Because then what happens if I'm giving the same energy to everybody when I don't receive it the same way back from you know how y'all give me energy or how y'all give me that, you know, what's the word? Reciprocity? Is that the right word?
Yep.
Yeah. Then I'm just like, am I doing like why are they not doing that back? Why this stranger not doing this back to me? What did I do wrong? What did I do? Why you don't like me?
About you sometimes.
You know, it's like childish, but you know, that inner child in me of not being seen, right? Being ignored. As a child being just who I was, like I was ignored and I tried my best. You know, they got the whole fat girl stereotype. So, you know, you're the funny fat girl. So I give the jokes. And that's why I'd be a little annoyed with, you know, a lot of these takes are like, yeah, the fat funny friend. Because I'm like, damn, that shit was true, huh? Y'all ate with that. Huh? I'm not the only one.
It was a whole trope, like in movies and television and stuff.
Exactly.
But as someone who's like real observant in groups, just because I feel like I'm awkward, so I'm always trying to figure out my place. I have seen it happen. I mean, even just being the gay one, I've been out with people and folks is like, "What's up with you?" You know what I mean? That's not, bro.
Crazy.
Who wants to feel? This is a real conversation.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great point of like, if I do go the extra mile and try to open myself up, I feel like I'm real rejection sensitive. You know, if I feel like I'm being if I'm being purposefully misinterpreted, or if I feel like I'm being ignored or my input is not being valued in the conversation.
You'll never see my black ass again.
Not you. I will literally sit here and you'll be like, Narisha's still sitting here? Yeah,
Ooh,
girl. Y'all was clearly talking without me. So I wasn't necessary for the conversation.
I'm screaming.
Truly.
Screaming. I know my good sis is hanging on by a thread over there, but do you have anything you want to contribute? Speaking of, are you still here?
He might actually already be asleep on the phone.
Just the microphone sitting up on her titty. She's just tired.
He was killing.
I am still awake. No, I think just echoing what Narisha said, I think that it really stuck out of like, sometimes I don't feel like people are listening. So when people do repeat back something, you be like, oh, you do listen. That's so crazy. But yeah, I don't know what it feels like to be.
You don't have any like specific moments where you feel like somebody was like, oh my God, you heard what I said 3 months ago? That's crazy.
No.
Are they not there or you can't remember them?
I don't think
that's real too.
I think both. Like, I'm not sure if they exist or I'm just not recalling. Or maybe it doesn't look like how folks are explaining it, so I can't think of an example.
Like if somebody, like if you say, hey, my love language is XYZ, and somebody shows up with their love language, like you can't recall any of those kind of moments.
Yeah, and I feel like I thought about the love languages, but I feel like because my love language is quality time, like, yeah, that happens with my partner, but that's not happening with other people because I live where there are no other people and I have, like, my community doesn't exist, so it's like...
We have a weekly check-in.
So we need to pop up on you is what you saying.
Yeah, niggas still have not visited me, and that is so
I
crazy.
told you Savannah is haunted. I told you.
I called Courtney like 10 times a week. What is she talking about?
No, I mean, yeah. Like,
well, nigga, she says she don't feel seen.
Right, it's about what matters to her, right?
That's true.
I could buy Courtney flowers, but Courtney don't give a fuck about flowers. She says, save them money and get a plane ticket, bitch.
Because Marina definitely don't give a fuck about no flowers. Let me tell you, don't buy her no flowers, y'all.
I don't know why y'all
stop it.
I don't want to
hear
these flowers
love flowers.
I'm like...
Love flowers with a little note.
See,
so
and
cute.
I have a problem because I'm like, get the flower. It's gonna make you feel nice. You take care of plant.
No.
And my brother had to check me one time. He's like, that's an extra responsibility.
No, it is.
How do you know this person wants all of that?
Thank you.
Like, it's good for you. It's good for you.
You done bought these people what's that big ass tree plant? A Monstera.
A Monstera.
You done bought this lady a Monstera. She got gnats in her house now, and she pissed off at you.
Fucking dirt is everywhere. Like, God
This
damn.
lady is pissed.
And now that's also the part of like, fuck, I can't stand being alive. Like you're actually sending me down a mental spiral. Okay, you want to buy me flowers?
No, that's
Don't,
so real.
because they keep dying. I look at them, they're pretty, and they keep dying. I'm like, fuck, I can't do anything right.
You just gotta remember, like a set of flowers is not meant to last. Now these plants, as soon as they die, I get another one and replace it.
Reminded me of that. Like,
I'm sorry, Courtney. It's just
life
killing
cycle
me
is
seeing
short.
you, just thinking about you replacing a dead.
No, because I can't. For some reason, I cannot keep these fucking flowers alive. So I have them for a few months, and I'll be like, I should probably remove these carcasses. Let me get a new one.
you
talking about when you put them in a vase, the bouquet?
No, I have two hanging like macrame things, so I have like flowers in there. So then when they
It's
die,
for decoration. Them motherfuckers dead.
they're actually still holding on. I've had them for a couple months, but like there was two other dead ones in both of them for a long time.
Y'all are funny. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this shortly because I know we're at the end of our wit. But I wanted to pivot to kind of what if being seen matters in media for you. But I also realized I never shared my own story. So the one thing that made me feel really seen as a dancer, because I tend to shrink a lot. I've probably only put my actual personality on stage one time. Anytime I've danced, I'm either succumbed.
That was
by
a Pride
anxiety.
show?
Huh?
Was that the Pride show?
Yes.
You were so happy.
You were having a lot of fun.
You were just so bright.
I put my whole personality on stage, literally because the choreographer was like, "Hey, I'm gonna cut you if you don't start dancing full out," and I was like,
"Woo!" Say less, baby.
Then I was like, "Okay,
okay, Lorianne."
You hear me? And it was out of love, right? It was no disrespect or no shade, but he was, "You're not gonna be in any of the dances because you're not dancing," and I'm like, "Okay." So that was one moment, right, where he was really just like, "I know that there's a dancer in you, and I need to see her before you don't be in the show at all." So there was another time actually when I did Dancing Granny. I didn't feel that I had the dance foundation to do that show, but I knew that I could make it work. But the choreographer for that show, we were learning something, and he said, "Oh, you can teach Marina real quick. She's a quick study." And I was like, "Oh, you realize even if I can't execute, I know exactly what you want me to do." And I was like, "Oh my God, thank you." Like, I didn't say it out loud, but in that moment, I felt like somebody actually seen me, because I think in a lot of dance spaces, because I can't execute quick, my expertise and my value to that space is not as important.
Sure.
But people don't understand that I'm retaining this fast as fuck, and I can tell you verbally what I need you to do or what I'm looking for. I may not be able to put it on my body, but I know exactly what you're trying to accomplish, and I can tell you how to get your group there, whatever. But that was definitely a moment when it made me feel seen. But I wanted to pivot into, does it matter to you all, and close with this too, to be represented in media? At times we say, "Oh, we've got a black politician," or "This is a black actress," or a queer actress. Or
I don't give a damn about that.
Does that matter to y'all to be seen in media, in movies, in music? Does it matter?
No, because oftentimes the representation is poor, trash, wrong.
Trash. Not what I would want
I
us.
see Tasia thinking,
not like
would y'all
mainstream.
prefer for you to not show up in media at all?
Okay, let me clarify. Right. I think that the dream of hashtag representation, I think that's a scam. Personally, I think it was a bill of goods that was sold to sell T-shirts at Target or whatever. But as far as identifying with characters and seeing pieces of myself or hearing pieces of myself, whether it's in music or games or TV or whatever, movies, old sitcoms, PBS shows, whatever it is, I like, that's never gonna, books for me was a huge thing of like reading and identifying with what these characters were going through, whether it was in a fictional situation or a non-fiction story or whatever. That, I think, is what people are talking about when they're saying they're looking for that they want to feel, to your question, they want to feel like they're being seen by or experiencing things that other people might be going through or this character might be experiencing. So I do think that's important. I think basing it off of like sex,
Identity
gender,
politics.
race, like that,
Stuff.
I think that's dangerous, because it just encourages people to be like, "Oh, look, let's go, support this quote unquote, this play that's supposed to be so great, and it's a black playwright, and the play is called Slave Play. Well, let's investigate further of what's going on in this screenplay before we just throw our support behind what this coon is up to.
That's real. That's real.
That's my point. So it's important, yes, but you can't just close your eyes and pick, what little characteristic and be like, okay, yeah, no. That's how we ended up with a black lady sitting in the UN Security Council and voting no to a ceasefire in a third world country.
Looking goofy.
Just sitting up there looking dumb. We don't need to be nowhere near that.
Yikes.
Anybody else? Any other thoughts?
No, agreed. That's literally what I would have said.
I know I seen you thinking a little bit earlier, Tasia. Do you have a dissenting opinion or not really?
I was gonna say like not necessarily mainstream, but then I remember seeing somebody who came off to me as like, oh, you're like me, and then I started doing the whole comparison thing and like, oh, I'm not like this, crazy shit going on in my brain. Yeah, I'm like, this is useless, girl, just do it yourself, you know what I mean? So I don't think it's really, I like how Reese said it, like just the, what you're thinking, literature, thoughts, like experiences, not really visual.
So more so digging deeper into the more nuances of a person or a character or whatever those things are.
Yeah, let me get a new perspective.
Yeah, I could agree with that because I'm not let's go with the black person. That is not me. We got a black.
You're not rooting for everybody black?
I don't care, huh?
You're not rooting for everybody black?
No.
Now everybody I'm rooting for is black, but I'm not rooting for everybody black.
No,
that's the one.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm not.
Yeah,
because not all skin folk is kinfolk.
In the words of Amber Abundance,
that was
shout out to her.
A young lesson. Shout out to Issa Rae. I love the intention behind what she's saying, but I am not.
And that's an answer for company. I love that answer in front of company, and that's where she was. She was on the Emmys red carpet. They were trying to get a quick story. People or somebody was trying to get Issa Rae hate such as they were trying to play games. As far as internally, though, absolutely not.
At our cookout, this conversation we have at our cookout table.
We have got to get more standards on the table if we gonna make it as a community. So
and tighter locks, 1,000,000%. If y'all ain't learned that from Sinners, I hope you did. Stop letting everybody in your house. But yeah, so sad I missed that discussion. By the way, great episode, guys. Y'all held that down.
We wish you was here. We was praying. We was trying to hold on like we did this week to get you on the line.
Yeah, I was being a good big sister, so I have no regrets about missing it. But sad I missed it. But yeah, so thank y'all for sharing your opinions. Anybody have any closing thoughts or anything? I don't think so. But thank y'all for sharing your opinions. I appreciate just kind of getting into these discussions. I know it's kind of like a from our our world premiere song, but I think it's important to have these discussions because I know we have a small but mighty listenership, and I think that creating a platform for topics like these is important because it lets other people be like, damn, I'm not seeing it in my relationships. Maybe I need to make some adjustments, or people don't listen to me, or I continually say I need you to show up for me in this way, and they just drop the ball, and I might need to,
or you want to be seen, you want that connection, but you're not allowing yourself the space to do it. You have people who you love you and care about you, but you're not being honest about what you're going through. You have to put yourself out there a little bit. You have to run the risk of the message being unread for longer than you're comfortable with. But don't think they don't want to hear from you. It could be something else. Just open yourself up to those connections, and I think that's where the best surprises happen when it comes to being seen, is when you take a risk and you're like, oh, I really like this. I like going out and having a nice conversation with a stranger. It doesn't have to be super deep all the time.
There's also, I think one thing that prevents us is if I tell people I need help and they don't come through, then what was the point? I feel like a lot of us can relate to that, right? If I say, hey, I need help in this way, and you can't show up for me in this way, what was the point of me doing it anyway, right? But I would encourage people not to let that keep you from letting people see you in your best and worst moments. And that's all.
Period.
Off my soapbox.
Excellent. Well, we would love for you guys to leave us a review. We got one on Apple Podcasts from JTMJ08, and it said, rejuvenating was the headline. And then it was like, just a great group of individuals sharing their life, and it's amazing to listen to. Thank you so much, Bookie.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if you're having a good time, drop us 5 stars and leave us a little review. We love to hear from you all. Again, affirm us, please.
Comment on Spotify, too. You can comment on Spotify now.
Yeah, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you're listening, wherever we're dropping, you can leave us a comment and 5 stars. Now, let's get to affirming each other because it's time for us to go.
I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous? I already pulled the card.
Last week's affirmation almost made me cry. Cause it was
a self-drag.
It
was really...
It'd be a lot. It'd be a lot. It'd be my business sometimes.
Well, this week's card, I be really trying. That looks really pretty.
Girl, it just ain't gonna happen.
It's just horrible. It's just never gonna work.
It is giving,
anyway.
Tyler.
Make me sweat. The card says letting go. So here is the read for this week. Letting go of what no longer serves you is a powerful way to heal and move forward. However, it's not always easy. Sometimes we let go with ease, and other times it's like pulling teeth. This card gently asks you, is there something in your life you're ready to let go of? Only you can know if the time is right. We often push ourselves to let go before we're ready. We cannot force it. It will just come back. Remember, you are allowed to feel how you feel. Letting go creates freedom and ease in our systems. The things we carry are like heavy weights that can drag us down. And letting go will help you feel lighter and more free. But listen to your system. Letting go before you're ready can be like dumping an anchor that's tied to your waist. You get dragged down with a thing you are trying to release.
I like that perspective, actually.
Yeah, that visual is crazy.
Yeah, so let go, but don't try to cheat the system.
Discern. That was good. They didn't read me this week. I don't know if I read one of y'all, but they didn't read me.
Excellent. No,
I was dragged.
I don't feel red. Oh, Lord. Smooth them edges, baby. All right, well, we'll see you kids bi-weekly as per usual. You have been affirmed. You have giggled. You have maybe cried or felt seen. I hope you feel seen. We're funny. I know you niggas laughed. Okay? But we'll see you, like I said, bi-weekly. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as the kids used to say. Follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Also follow us on Instagram. And if you have a What Is My Life story, please email us at wiml.thepodcast@gmail.com because I want to read more stories. I'm trying to really get into my acting bag. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and Marina said the YouTubes. Yeah, watch us on the YouTubes. If I didn't even know video was still being released, Lord. Yeah, see us on the YouTube.
We on Twitter, TikTok.
Yes.
Look, you see what I'm saying? I just show up here and look cute. I don't even know that we were all on all the things. Follow us on all the things.
We are. We be going semi-viral on there. I be trying to get one of my comments can pop, but I can't do nothing else shit.
We're gonna stay consistent, and it's gonna reward us in probably 6 months.
And don't forget to keep streaming if once it gets released. The world premiere of DJ Tay Wills and K Money, Groovy and K Money. 31. That was a hit.
31 WON.
31.
Yeah. Shout out to all of my bitches in the 30s. Yeah, it's our season.
Period. Okay, love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.